welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Sean. I'm back for another video. In this video today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my thoughts and opinions on feminism as it sort of relates to dating, and also on Fantasia's recent interview on The Breakfast Club. In case you've been under a rock, Fantasia triggered a lot of women in this interview. It was very controversial and a lot of people were dragging her for filth, as the kids say. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me give you a little bit of context by playing her own words right here.
You know, I could lead in my household. I could do this in my household. What does that mean?
That's not how it's supposed to be, and that's why we bump heads. And I feel like it's a generational thing. And we can go real deep on that, and I don't need to start that, but it's a generational curse. And how society have placed our men. And women have to stand up and be the mother and the father and the provider. And so then now you are so bad, you can't be told nothing, that when the right man come, you lose him because you're trying to be the man. I was finna say
right.
Man.
Can we be equal?
Oh, of course. But see, at the end of the day, I'm the neck, my man's the head. So he can't make any moves without his wife. You know what I mean? It all works together. But you can't be the head of the house. You got to let the man be the head of the house. But it's a generational thing, and it's what we've been taught. To stand up, be strong, be the, you know what I mean? And a dude come and everything about you is like a man.
So I think one of the biggest missteps that Fantasia took in this particular interview is that when she said this is why women are single, instead of saying this is why some women are single, because honestly it is. When you are too masculine and you're trying to date a man and you want him to be masculine, you're gonna cancel each other out. When it comes to men and women and the female and male dynamic, opposites attract, not same energy. And so I feel like when a woman is trying to be so tough, and it's so crazy to me because I feel like society is trying to turn women into the man of your own dreams. It's like, it's okay to be soft, it's okay to be feminine with your man. And when it comes to like feminism, I just feel like when it comes to the feminist movement, there are parts of it that I truly do love. Even as somebody who is Christian, who does consider myself to be somewhat old-fashioned and somewhat of a traditionalist, I still agree with so much of it. The whole idea of equal pay for equal work, the whole idea of us going to school and being bosses and all of that, absolutely. The idea that a woman can do anything, the idea that everything that a woman does is not for the male gaze. Everything that we do as a woman is not about how a man feels about it, what a man will say. If you cut your hair, well, men don't like short hair, and you do this, well, men don't like women who make too much money, or no matter what you do, it's always about, well, men don't like this. I like the idea of you being your own woman, you doing what you want to do, you living your best life, whatever that is for you. But when it comes to being a woman, it's not a one-size-fits-all experience. One thing that bothers me when it comes to non-believers' thoughts, when it comes to Christians, is that we're pushovers as women. Oh, you're a Christian woman, or you just let your man just tell you anything. You better submit to that man and all of that. First of all, the Bible is very clear. If a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. I didn't make that up, that's biblical. I'll put the scripture right here. The Bible is very clear on what it wants the male role to be in a family. The first thing God ever gave Adam was a job. So if you're talking about how Christian women feel, as a Christian woman, I feel like I'm agreeing with the Bible. Yes, a man should work. Yes, a man should provide. And if a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. But I also feel like there's so much more that a man can provide for a woman besides money. But I do think he should provide for her financially. But when a woman makes more money than a man, that's when there's always a problem. Because I feel like whenever there's this 50-50 dynamic, when you guys are both working 40 hours a week, sometimes it doesn't work out very well. Because if you're working the same 40 hours as him, well, who's going to clean the house? And if you're working the same 40 hours as him, well, who's going to cook the dinner? Who's going to help the kids with the homework? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? The problem comes when a woman is doing the same amount of work as a man is doing, and then she's coming home and then still being expected to do everything else. But it works in some families. It all boils down to what you and your partner want in a relationship. There may be a man out there who grew up and his mom was always working, and he actually wants the idea of you staying in the home. He wants you to be more present, and that's what you want as well. There might also be somebody whose mom was always there and the husband was always complaining about money, so the son grew up feeling like, well, if mom worked, we would have more things, we would have better things, and he wants his wife to also get out there and work. It really just depends on each man. I feel like the whole idea of treating relationships and marriages and women like we're all one size fits all, that's where the problem is. We're all cut from a different cloth. We all want different things. But what I feel like is going on on is a lot of like shaming. Oh, shame on you if you want your husband to be a provider. You want your husband to be your leader. First of all, when you are looking for a mate, you should be looking for leadership qualities. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with expecting a man to take the lead on certain things. But you also want somebody who respects your opinion, who consults you on things. As intelligent as our former president Barack Obama was, he was also wise enough to surround himself with wise counsel. He had the best when it came to finance, the best when it came to education, the best when it came to the military and defense. He surrounded himself with an amazing team. And when he made a decision, it wasn't just him jumping out the window. He also consulted those people. And I feel like if you are selecting a man who respects you, honors you, respects your opinion, there won't be an issue letting that man lead. It's not he leading you into a ditch. You know, one of the comments that I see over and over when it comes to relationships and this whole situation with Fantasia is a lot of people saying, well, I'm not going to be 50-50 with no dusty man. I'm not going to be 50-50 with some man who doesn't work, who doesn't do this. First of all, why is he your man anyway? He was already unqualified for the job. It's like, you want to make excuses for this raggedy dude sleeping on your couch who you're paying for, saying, I don't want him to leave me. You shouldn't be dating him in the first place. If you're dating someone who is up to your standards, letting him lead shouldn't be an issue. Somebody who you know talks to God about his problems, who prays about his problems, who talks to you, who actually takes time and doesn't make rash decisions. If you are taking your time when you are selecting your mate, then letting him lead shouldn't be an issue. But if you know he's raggy, and he's got you working 80 hours a week, and he's on your couch playing video games, no, you're not going to want that man to lead you. But you also shouldn't want that man to date you either. You can't listen to everybody's opinion on this, because it's really all about you and what you want. But what bothers me is society is making women so tough. Talking about being a savage, and don't get me wrong, I wish I had Megan Thee Stallion's knees, but I don't wish I had her philosophy when it comes to dating and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't live your life like lyrics to a rap song, okay? My old school subscribers have probably heard me say this a million times, but opinions are like belly buttons. Everybody has one, and I understand that you want to hear your favorite YouTuber speak out on it. You want to hear your favorite singer, and you're taking in all of this information, but just like with the plate, you don't eat everything that's put on your plate. I cannot stand peas. If you put peas on my plate, I'm not gonna eat it. You don't have to take everything that somebody tells you, whether it's your favorite rapper in a rap lyric, whether it's your favorite YouTuber talking about whatever they're talking about. Make sure that whatever it is right for you. There's nothing wrong with being a traditionalist. There's nothing wrong with you taking pride in having a lovely home and taking care of your children and providing for your man. Stop letting society make you feel like, ooh, that's all you want? Honey, that's plenty. That is plenty. Raising children is the most powerful job that you can have. And if you want a man that provides for you, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to work, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to make this clear so that I'm not misunderstood and people going crazy in my comment section. I want to be clear. No matter what choice you make as a woman, it's fine, because it's your choice and it's your life. Stop letting society and rappers and YouTubers and whoever else tell you how to live your life. Do what's right for you with no shame. Okay? Being a woman is not a one-size-fits-all experience. Fantasia was talking about what works for her and her husband and her marriage. Now, her putting in that line about that's why women are single, that's what she messed up at. She should have said that's why some women are single, because that's the truth. Some women are single because they are too masculine. Men crave the female softness, the femininity. But the sad part is the only people talking about femininity are the ones who are promoting being a gold digger. But you can be feminine and be a wife. You can be feminine and be a boss. You can be feminine however you want, but do it for you. Everything we do is not about men. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody says or thinks about how you want to live your life. The kind of wife that you want to be, even if you don't want to be a wife at all, if you don't want to be a mother at all, that's not everybody's path. That's not everybody's journey, everybody's goal. Everybody doesn't even want to be a wife and a mother, and I get that too. There's nothing wrong with how you want to live your life as long as it's your choice. It doesn't have to be popular. It doesn't have to be trendy. It It doesn't have to be what Megan Thee Stallion is rapping about, or Nicki Minaj, or Fantasia, or your favorite YouTuber. It doesn't have to be the cool, hot thing. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. And if you're brand new to my channel, I've written 3 books on life and love. I'll link all 3 of them below so you guys can check them out. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts on dating, be sure to check out this last video right here, and be sure to subscribe right here. All right, I love you guys. See you soon. Until next time, later, divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.